So today I would like you to think about the market. And what I mean by that is that I would like to suggest to you to really enter the market. So a lot of times when I coach complete beginners and sometimes even for seasoned marketers or existing business owners, right? Very often a lot of people assume that they know everything about the market when in actuality they have already lost touch with the entire market. And what I really mean by that is that they will use words and they will make certain assumptions. Like for example, when in the most recent case, when we talked about, for example, people trying to lose weight. Now, very often when I see the description of my graduates' ebooks, they will talk a lot about losing weight, right? So people are looking to lose weight, then they talk about losing weight. But what they forget to do is they forget to talk about the common experiences that people who are trying to lose weight are experiencing. So what do people who are trying to lose weight, what do they really experience? If you're part of that market, right, and you're losing weight, let's say you had a belly, or you had a belly, you have or had a belly, or let's say you were at one point in time oversized, I think you would agree and you would certainly understand what it means to finally be under scrutiny all your life and to experience things like name calling. Now, most people they don't have that when it comes to their body shape, for example. But people who are a little bit on a bigger size, well, they probably got used to it or they tell themselves not to be concerned about things like name calling, but deep down it is what's affecting them. So you can't really resonate and you can't really sell to the market. You can't get the market to buy from you if you don't talk about things that they're really experiencing, like name calling. So one of the things that we talked about, in fact I talked about it last night when I was doing my inner circle monthly coaching session, is that you gotta mention this maybe in the bullet points where you can talk about a feature of your product. So maybe inside it has like 7 tips on losing weight, so that you can what? So that you can put name calling to a rest, or so that you can put name calling to a complete stop. So these are the things that you gotta be able to, number one, understand that that's what your customers is going through, and number two, you must be able to say it. Because if you don't say it, then the customers will just read through the whole description, right? But they're not emotionally involved. And one of the things that I covered yesterday in Inner Circle as well is that if you want customers to be financially involved, again, if you want the customers to be financially involved, you got to get them emotionally involved first. Look at it this way. If you don't get them emotionally involved, they will not take action. What drives people to take action? Emotions. Emotions drive motion. I think some of you heard of that before. So if you don't talk about the emotions, if you don't talk about the daily experiences or common experiences that people in the market is going through, they won't feel like you know them. And if they don't feel like you know them, they're not going to give you their business because their thinking is, hey, you don't even know what I'm going through. Why should I listen to you? Why should I even pay attention to what you want to offer me? You don't even know what I'm going through, right? So you got to be able to come off as someone who really understands the market. But you can't do that effectively until you start matching them at the experience level. So I would like you to really position yourself and think about it. Maybe this could be the focus for the week right now, or it could be the focus for the weekend. It depends on whether you work on weekends as well. But yeah, you gotta think of this question. What are the common experiences that your customer is going through right now? So that the next time when you are talking to a customer, or the next time you are pitching a product to the customer, you're selling an idea to the customer, for example, you will be able to finally get your point through. Very often people can't get their point through because guess what? They're not emotionally connected. You have any sense of what I'm talking about? What I just mentioned over here is that a lot of times people cannot get their points through or to the customer because they're not emotionally connected. But once you're emotionally connected with the customer, number one, trust deepens. Number two, they are willing to, because they're emotionally involved, they are willing to be financially involved as well. All right? So look forward in the next training with you.